Yo, it's MC Magic. I'm doing great. Thank you for calling, Rachel. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I would have to say this interview is probably like the highlight of my magazine career.
Oh, what a sweetheart. I appreciate that.
I was actually like reaching out to you, and oh my God, you responded.
Hey, well, here we are.
I know, here we are. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about What's Up Dallas Magazine. So I started the magazine about 10 months ago, focusing on DFW business owners, musicians, bands, anybody that's been an icon in the industry. Those are the people that I want to kind of help inspire other people in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing a YouTube channel to help get the word out there that people can actually make their dreams come true with their visions.
Okay, that sounds like a great message.
Yes, and you being in the music industry, I've interviewed probably about 27 music artists and bands in DFW to date. So, I just want to get started on how you got to where you are now. So,
well, all right. Well, first of all, thank you for considering me, reaching out to me. We really appreciate the love and support. Dallas has been one of my best and performing markets throughout my career, and so in the beginning, I was just a kid living in public housing, aspiring to do something in music. So I started out as a DJ. Later in life, I learned the art of writing songs and producing music. And so, we just took it a step at a time. And here we are, several years later, or 25 years later, still going strong.
Yes, and I see that. And I've been following you all those years. I have been following you since like MB Writers, MBK, when you first came out. My kids know your music. My husband and I still vibe to y'all's music. It's literally been a part of our life. And I just love all that you do. So what made you want to start in the music industry in the first place?
It's simple. The love for music. Music has energy in it. Music has magic in it, and it just draws people in. Music is an art form that allows you to express what you feel, and then people that feel the same way relate to the music, and so it creates a community. And I think that the community of love, which is a reoccurring theme through my songs, is love. And love is music, music is love, and it's all magic put together. So I'm MC Magic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I can see that, and I can hear that with all the music that you do produce. And it's very evident. So love always inspires a lot of people to do a lot of things. So I appreciate that. And so I see that you do have a tour going on. Is that correct?
That is correct. MCMagicConcerts.com. That is my concert page, and we've been busy. Thank God that we just stay moving like a trucker across the nation.
Yes, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing all your tour dates here. You got one coming up in July, Waco, Texas.
My Texas dates are Kyle, Texas, San Angelo, Texas, Waco, Texas, El Paso, Texas. San Antonio, Texas, all those, Odessa, Texas, all this year.
Oh man, I have to go to one of these shows. I originally went to go see you guys when y'all were at 2000, I think it was 2009, so many years ago. But I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is great. I'm still a little nervous, a little starstruck.
Thank you, Rachel. It means the world to me that you're a true fan. True fans always have the best questions, and I'm sure your magazine is great because of that.
Yes, I just try to hope and inspire people to just keep doing what they inspire to do. So that's how I want to be presented out in the industry as well. So my question I got to ask you, what is your favorite song to date?
My favorite song in general, overall, or songs that I've written for myself, or songs that I've written for MB Writers, songs that I written for Nasty Boy Click, songs that I wrote for J Rocks. Which ones?
The song that, if you could pick like one song that really resonated with you in a very personal way, what would be that song?
I would give two of my songs the top spot. Number one, I'd give it to "Lost in Love" because it was the first song that I really wrote, and I felt that I had. It started the theme of love. So "Lost in Love" I wrote actually like 4 years before I even created Nasty Boy Click.
Mm-hmm.
And so "Lost in Love" has a real special place in my heart. And then also the song that got me through a really difficult time is "Sexy Lady."
Okay. Tell me about that.
During our most successful time, it's really easy for people to struggle together. Like, man, one day we're gonna make it. Yeah, I got your back, you got mine. And then when money starts getting into the picture is when people's attitudes start changing. Their family members, their friends, people get in their minds saying, no, it's not fair. Why should he be the leader? Why should he be the boss? Why should he? And so I was going through a difficult breakup with my group that I created, MB Writers.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to prove to the world that MC Magic could keep doing it even without the group I created, MB Writers. So I went back to my solo name after giving 8 years to MB Writers.
Right.
And "Sexy Lady" is the song that helped me rise from the fire like a phoenix bird.
Yes, like your comeback song.
Absolutely.
Yes. I love that, and I mean, you did hit it right on the nail. That, I mean, even though you go through a really hard time, you need something to help bounce back, and to prove yourself. And I mean, with your track record, I mean, you don't really need to prove yourself. People know that you can do what you do, and it's an inspiration. I think just hearing your story is just an inspiration to someone out there for sure, and I love that.
I thank you for that. And with that being said, I'm excited because later this year I plan to release a new album.
What? Okay. All right. And do you have a date for release yet, or it's in the works?
I don't have a date yet, but I do have some ideas for the title of the album, which I plan to keep secret until we announce it. But I'm very excited about it. Right now, we've already filmed 3 of the music videos, and so I have several songs to choose from, but I'm probably going to narrow it down to like 10.
Okay. I can't wait for it to come out because I want to listen to all of it. Yes, that's
yeah. I'm super excited for my fans to hear it.
Yes, I'm excited. I want to hear it. So let me tell you another person that I interviewed who actually opened up for you in 2023. So do you know Steve Garcia?
Oh goodness! Where did Steve Garcia perform at the Carne Asada Festival?
Carne Asada Fest. Just recently.
Awesome.
Yes, he actually did an interview with me a couple of days ago, and he's like, yeah, I opened up for MC Magic, and I was like, you did? At the Carne Asada Fest? I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I wanted to go to that, but I was working my nighttime job, so I couldn't go. They had me so busy
that is awesome. I mean, they do a great job with that festival, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Oh yes, I think DFW has so much untapped talent and a whole lot of people out there, and I really just want to thank you for taking time to speak with me today because like I said, it's at the top of my inspirational interviews today, so I'm very, very honored to have you interviewing with me today.
You're very welcome, Rachel. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, so another question for you. So I'm looking at all this. So if you could pick the most memorable moment you've had as an artist, what would it be?
One of my favorite moments was the first time that I took the stage solo after the MB Writers breakup. And the reason is I had "Sexy Lady" was a big hit. I had "Magic City," my album, that was a big hit. It actually debuted #1 on the independent albums on Billboard. So we were #1 in the nation with that album. And the song was doing great, and I was about to perform in my hometown in Phoenix, Arizona. And so I wanted to do something impactful. That really showed the crowd where my heart was. And so I decided that I would playing some Vicente Fernandez classic Mexican music,
Mm-hmm.
and then I decided to use the Mexican flag and the American flag. So I took the stage like that, and the amount of emotion and even tears in the audience and screams, and it was probably 20,000 people going bananas for that little intro. I thought I was going to do that intro once, but it ended up being my trademark intro that I still do to this day.
I love that. And Vicente Fernandez, you have everybody's like, Michete, Michete.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's quite a memory to have. I love that. That's
Thank
wonderful.
you, Rachel.
Very impactful.
It really was. It made an impact on my career. It made an impact. I thought it was going to be a moment, and it turned out to be a career highlight. You know.
Yeah. Do you ever feel? I mean, just off the record, you ever feel like sometimes the trials that you have to overcome become your greatest accomplishments in life, like in general?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Matter of fact, we all go through this. That's why our most emotional breakups never actually leave our heart and our mind. We can tell ourselves that they do, but in the back of our heart, they stay there. And so relationships are like that. Trials and tribulations are like that. Struggles, accomplishing dreams that you really thought you weren't going to do it, but you stayed on it. Those become the moments that that make the marathon such a memorable run.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Yes.
It's like reaching the top of a mountain when you hike. Once you're at the top, you're really just breathing fresh air and celebrating. But it's all those struggling moments on the way to the top that make the hike so amazing.
Yeah, it makes the journey completely worth it because then you, in the end, you get to see what you've done and overcame to get there. Yes, I love that.
Better than staying at the bottom of the hill.
Right? So just looking up, and then you have like wishes that you could get to the top, but if you always stay at the bottom, you're never going to pursue what you need to do. So I live by that actually. I used to be an introvert about 2.5 years ago. Started modeling. I started doing this magazine. I have photography magazines too, but I was telling my husband, I was like, hey, I kind of want to be like you and talk to people. And he goes, well, go out there and do it. Like, do something that you think is going to help you connect with people. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And here I am. I'm just, I love talking to people and just hearing their stories. I think they all inspire people. So yeah, I'm still going for it. That's beautiful. I got one more question for you. So, if you could give advice to any music artist out there about getting their start, what would it be?
One of the things that I see with up and coming artists is that they seem to get into a pattern of copying other artists. And when you become a copycat, now copying is very different than being inspired by.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be inspired by someone else's style, by someone else's music, by someone else's career. But when you just start copying people, you never give your true self a chance, because then you just become a copy of something original. And when you are the original, that's when you become special. So find a way to be original. Even though you can get inspired, try to make something that makes you. I'm going to use it for example. A recent kid from Dallas, Texas. He's been in the circuit for a long time, singing, opening up for even for me. He's opened up many times, and he was this, he was that. And recently he decided to start doing Mexican country music. His name is Louis the Singer, and all of a sudden he became this huge success because he found his niche.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Originality goes a long way.
When he was opening up for me, he was singing R&B songs, and people were just like, "Okay, all right." There, I mean, Chris Brown does a little bit. He might have sing a Chris Brown song, do the other, but it was until he found his niche that it made him really special. And I think if everyone can find a way to do that, especially when we got platforms like TikTok that help us share it with the world almost instantly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I completely agree with that. I love originality. There are a lot of people out there that do copy like beats and musics and songs and doing covers and all that. But I mean, it really means a lot when you go out there and you really do something that really is you. So I support that message.
My style of music is a fusion of some inspiration. I took some inspiration from vintage songs, classics from the 70s and 80s. I used some of their similar chord progressions and then added my flavor to it, and it created a whole different style, which people thought it was a brand new style. And it is a brand new style, but it's because I added my little taste of originality to it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And, we can all see that. I can see it whenever we hear your music. I mean, it's not like anything I've ever really heard, ever. And I think that's why it sticks with people so much, especially becoming iconic music that you have. I mean, it really just sticks out. It'd be like, I can recognize your music over anybody else's music. Anywhere.
The music that we fall in love with stays in our heart until we die.
I know. It does. I'm stuck with it. So I'm very thankful for taking time out of your busy schedule to interview with my magazine. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's been my pleasure, Rachel. Continued success.
Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you later.
You're welcome. God bless you.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.